Inside Rupp Arena, we raise the curtain on another college basketball season. Out of the Horizon League, Wright State is here to take on Mark Pope's Kentucky Wildcats as Pope takes over the winningest program in college basketball history. Welcome courtside. Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes. Where else would you rather be as we get another college basketball season started? 7 teams in the country that returns 0 production from last year's squad. 2 high-profile offenses. Kentucky will shoot a lot of threes, and they'll get close twos on the lob to Andrew Carr. Can't get much more high percentage than that. Wright State was 4th in the country in scoring last year, nearly 87 points a game. They led the country in field goal percentage. Now, it's obviously not exactly the same team, some turnover, but they're a veteran squad.
And talking about big number 22 there, Amari Williams, he is the play starter as a 5-man up top. A lot of trigger action. This offense runs through the 5-man for Kentucky.
Wright State, Brandon Knoll inside, misses the bunny, gets the ball and puts it right back up and in. He's your preseason player of the year in the Horizon League.
Yeah, the guy just got a knack, 6'7", 240. Can step out, knock down perimeter shots. A very good passer.
Take Owe fouled on his way in.
To free up those perimeter shooters all year long.
Owe played % from the floor. 2 for 2 from the line.
They're a high-octane offense, but they have to have an awareness that this building can explode if they shoot quick shots tonight.
They work it down low, but that shot is sent the other way. Now Kentucky chance to push. Owe all alone! All left short. Owe has the rebound. He's been all over the place for the Cats so far. Andrew Carr gives it up. Williams, nobody stops him. A left-hand hammer. What a start for this Kentucky offense. Last year, one of the top scoring teams in the country at 89 a game under John Calipari. Contested 3 is good for Alex Schubricks, who shot 42% from deep last year.
Kentucky switched, but they switched too low. Allowed a good look for a 3-point shot.
Owe with the crossover. Lamont Butler, quick as a hiccup, lays it in.
If you can't guard the ball, Wright State's in real trouble.
3 straight drives to the rack for Kentucky. 2 of them dunks, and then the Butler bucket. Mid-range rejected by Butler, one of the best defenders in college basketball. Transition 3. Get used to it. It's what they want to do. And here come the Cats again. Butler down the lane.
That's too easy. Tom, that's just too easy. There's no offense that Kentucky has to run if you can't guard the bounds. Just that initial guy getting to the middle third of the floor all the way to the rim. A real concern, I'm sure, for Coach Sargent Early.
It's a 7-0 Kentucky run. And that one banked in by Brandon Knoll.
Hey, whatever it...
In 3-point shooting last year at 41%, made 10 of them. It was one of the best shooting teams under John Calipari from behind the arc in a while. Here's Carr with a jump hook. And it rolls home for Andrew Carr. Product of both Delaware and Wake Forest.
Tom, great recognition. And it works because of the spacing that Kentucky can put on you because of the shooters, and you're hugged up on both sides of the floor.
Drake Carter with the ball in his hands. He and Andrew Welledge have entered for the first time for Wright State. Carter knocks down the 3. He was just 2 for 13 from deep last year as a redshirt freshman in limited action. Brea left all alone.
He was one of the most sought-after shooters in the
LDS mission the last 2 years. From the top of the key, Kirk Kriisa couldn't knock it down.
Those long rebound, loose ball rebounds against Kentucky, you've got to clean them up.
Williams with the left hand.
I love this kid as a playmaker up top.
And this team at Division I school signed to play with Bobby Huggins last year. That didn't work out. West Virginia had a terrible season, but he was a winner playing at Arizona, won 86% of his games. Corner 3, good.
Really good action.
Kobe Bryant.
Tom, it was zoom action, Z-O-O-M, zoom action to the left side of the floor.
State, 5 on the clock. Contested jumper, no. Garrison got a hand on it. But Kobe Bryant, who was playing in Wright State's hometown for the Dayton Flyers the last few years. Brea, floater, good.
Good aggressive push. Now Brea's all of 6'7". known as a three-point shooter
for the first time. Interesting conversation with Pope at shoot-around today, and a bump from Colin Chandler will be his first. And we talked about substitution patterns. It was a very scientific.
So how does that play out for Mark Pope going forward as they track those numbers through the first 10 games? It will give him a base or just an idea in the substitution pattern. Now, those numbers he's working off of guys last year in different systems, but I thought it's very interesting how deep he will go in terms of understanding his own team. Oh, that rim dive, yeah, that's just too easy. Kentucky, they spread the floor, they open up the middle, they'll set a step-up ball screen, and as soon as you go high, they just dive right out of it for an easy two.
Cats have held Wright State at 23% shooting here in the first 12 minutes. I mentioned earlier, this is a Kentucky team last year that scored a lot of points, nearly 90 a game. Step back for
opening night. I mean, so many rosters are completely rebuilt, but he identified guys that can flat out score, bringing in almost 8,000 points and over 1,000 made threes combined on this Kentucky roster. Easy backdoor clear out again. Mark Pope so good, Tom Hart, at keeping the lane open for his offense. You try to pressure, you just burn it off with a back cut. Well done by Robbins.
20 of 31 Kentucky points have come into the paint here early on, and put a capper on that one. The most experienced team in program history with 586 career starts. Solomon Callahan, redshirt freshman out of Wadsworth, Ohio, with the bucket.
He is going to be a heck of a player in that Horizon League. Callahan, there's Robinson. So good off. They move the ball, they move people. A very unselfish club early in the season.
Here's Butler, one of the biggest gets in the offseason for this team out of San Diego State. Carr got tied up. 3 women's games coming good.
That train is just continuing to power down the tracks. I mentioned Solomon Callahan complications and was adopted at the age of 6 months and has a beautiful fan.
Best scorer in that county's history.
Kid that makes tough shots. He's a star on-ball defender. He's got a really bright future.
Kubrick's trying to find some space. Contested jumper, good.
Yeah, you can.
Williams gets cut off on his spin back. Knoll with the steal and the slam. Brandon Knoll, the junior, out of Lucasville, Ohio, gets 7.
Yeah, the preseason.
4 years as a San Diego State Aztec. He was a winner on Montezuma Mesa. The 3 off the mark. And rebounded by Butler. Push ahead. Here's Williams. Hello. Doing chin-ups on the rim.
This is a true 7-footer that has shown you a little bit of everything so far. Going back to Butler missing his second layup. The one question mark about Butler in that portal was he has missed a lot of rim shots in his career, not this guy. Ortega Owe is just a bull with the ball.
See? Guys like Travis Perry and Trent Noah. Rebound into the hands of Wright State. Interesting talking with this Kentucky coaching staff today about the value of rebounding going.
Those quick threes, man, they got usually 3 if not 4 guys batting for those long loose ball rebounds.
That's a good screen from Creaser. Carr challenged and gets fouled. He had a mismatch with Keith.
Very versatile offensive player.
Shooter 41% from 3 his sophomore year. Going on to play in the ACC this year. You know, I know they've been practicing throughout the course of the summer, but first real game together. A couple of exhibitions, and the reverse goes for Ortega Owe.
Good job by Owe to gather his speed and slow down.
Big 12 versus the SEC.
Did we have that conversation last year?
I think we did. Yep. And then UConn came in and won its second straight.
They sure did.
Nice step through. Amar Williams, a good feet for a big fella.
Tom, I know he's really good
in your closet. Here's a 3 ball. That's off, and it's rebounded by Amari Williams. He's from Nottingham, England. Second most famous resident, right behind Robin Hood. Williams has 8 points and 9 boards already. 3-time CAA Defensive Player of the Year. Cats will play for the last shot.
Probably be a Horns dive pop. There's the dive.
5 on the clock. Williams after a dig down. Turnaround jump hook. Rebounded by Wright State. That's how the first half will come to an end. Cats finish on a 6-0 run. They had a couple of big runs in this first half, and Amari Williams is already sniffing a double-double. 8 points, 9 boards.
See AA tournament game as a head coach, and now he takes over the winningest program in the history of men's college basketball. But there's a quiet, humble confidence about Mark Pope that tells you he's going to do just fine in that head coach seat.
In one of his biggest tournaments of his career.
And he won my days here as an assistant for Eddie Sutton. But Mark Pope understands what he signed up for. He knows the assignment is to hang national championship banners, and he's not backing away from it at all, nor should he.
Away from the corner. It's his first 3 of the night. Good first pass, bad second pass. Butler wide open. And Knowles got another board. He's had a very busy night for Wright State. I know you were a little surprised you're doing your Wright State research. Not that they have a good program or that they won games or a high-scoring team, but how they were founded and named after.
Orville and Wilbur Wright. Yeah, they had a bicycle shop, kind of a machine shop. One shot, Amari Williams out of the short corner. Talking about the first airplane to fly.
Mentioned the last win against a top 25 opponent came against Butler in 2007. That was a nice finish.
Really nice take by Butler in transition, under control but strong. A lot of times guards who get sped up when they get into traffic. Not this guy. Under control, bam, low, strong, tough, well done by Butler.
Was a coach at Southern Cal and recruited Butler before he went to San Diego State. Williams gets a touch. He's got a size advantage. Gives it up to Butler. Wanted to lob it right back to him, and after the pump fake, it'll bring a trip to the free throw line. He's one of the guys new to this team from a different program that's got to get used to playing.
Modest numbers, but Mark Pope saw that this guy is a skilled playmaker that as he recovered from behind the ball, man, amazing.
Butler full head of steam. Stopping a spin, and now Carr for 3. Jackson Robinson the board. Carr again. Got it this time.
Those are dagger threes by Kentucky.
Which would be fantastic. But college basketball, to me, just for lack of planning, gets lost in the shuffle of everything else. Opening night should be a huge celebration. Corner 3 for Ole.
It has been here in Lexington. Problem with Houston being the preseason #1 team either.
You could see a couple of teams as odds favorites or close to it, win a national title for the first time, like Houston and Bama. Butler with the turnaround, and he gets it to roll home. That's 9 for the
season. Would be 1A and 1B. Now I got to wait and see how they play, but man, those 2 guards are dynamic.
Belby Brea with the 3.
That's coming in. A big-time spot-up shooter.
2-time Atlantic 10 6th man of the year with the Flyers.
Tom, I just look at this Kentucky team. I saw Kansas and Arkansas. I look at the pieces that this Kentucky team has, the depth at the guard position, the big wings in Robinson and Brea that can shoot it, the depth inside with Amari Williams and Brandon Garrison. There's a lot of good things for Kentucky, Big Blue Nation.
Mentioned earlier, a loaded league this year. 9 SEC teams in the top 25. It will not be an easy schedule. They step through on the share. And a trip to the free throw line coming for Aiden Davis, who missed the layup.
Has been in the last 4 or 5 years, with the exception of last year, Dakota State, a basketball family, but the score's not indicative tonight of how good of a coach.
Overtime in the Horizon League quarters. Northern Kentucky playing on the road tonight. They're at Florida State.
Kentucky just time and time again, Tom, when you watch their half-court possession, there's no one bottling up the lane.
Amari Williams to the free throw line. Utah Valley State to open the season as their head coach a few years ago. It's not the first time he's been the head coach. He's off the mark. Amari Williams aboard. He's filling up the stat sheet tonight.
One more.
give the freshman Chandler the assist. Lands the Almanor three.
It all started from the corner. Really well done by Kentucky. It takes tremendous discipline to run with that type of space.
Cats made about 10 threes per game last season. Basketball for 3 seasons at McMurray. That included the COVID year. Then, did we get one? Sure.
Green.
Brand dumps it inside. Nice pass.
Yeah. Top he cut before the ball was ever caught almost. Just the timing in the field by Almanor on that weak side slot.
Cats have held Wright State to 28% shooting tonight. Nice cut and a finish on the other end. That's Brandon Knoll. He's got a team high 13. Almanor beats everybody down the floor.
Just constant, relentless pressure by Kentucky.
Challenge 2. Brea had his hand right in the face of Solomon Callahan.
I like him a lot, man. He's got some explosiveness about him. Really moves well as an athlete for a freshman.
Another beautiful cut. Chandler fouled at the rim. First on Chandler, freshman in Farmington, Utah, was ready to go to BYU. Look at his jump shot. No, this guy's got hops. He won the slam dunk contest, the Big Blue Madness. He jumped right over Mark Pope and his wife.
And the day before, it was Mark Pope and me.
Yes.
And then I got subbed out for Leanne. It was a good call by Kentucky to do it.
That's a good coaching
move
right
guy.
there.
I love this kid as a person. I like his game a lot, though. Just unafraid in Rupp Arena as a true freshman.
That's left hand by Kobe Bryant. Got a baker's dozen. What makes Kentucky so impactful on the defensive end tonight?
Well, it starts with their scheme, their spacing, and their ability to run the offense through their 5-man puts a lot of pressure.
Garrison. You know, they were rivals last year in Bedlam, Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, and Cowboy to a Sooner assist.
Yeah, they put their bad feelings behind them. They always got a little bit of a hitch in his shot, but he knocked down 37% of his threes last year at Oklahoma.
Feet inside, and it rolls home for Callahan, who's rightly put up 13, 11 of those in the second half.
He's going to get a lot of minutes this year.
Kriisa had a wide open layup, dishes it out for the assist.
But that's a Kentucky layup this year. There's 2 different kinds. Layup.
10-0 run, they never got back in it. I asked Kerr before the game today, I said, who's the best trash talker you've ever played with? And he pointed to walk-on Walker Horn. He said, this guy never stops talking,
wow.
Which was a total joke. I mean, he ran off the cuff.
36 made threes. I mean, he led the Pac-12 back-to-back years at Arizona in assists. I mean, he's a big-time guard coming off the bench for Kentucky.
The roller goes for Logan Woods, first bucket of the night for the sophomore. Yeah, he even referred to Lamont Butler as point guard 1. He knew he had an opportunity to come here when he was playing for and who he was playing with. Brea, nice dish. Butler triple pump, fouls again. And Lamont Butler beat Lamont Butler at the free throw line.
Will you still be doing this when you're 80?
You couldn't put up with me. Shoot that footage?
I was there. That's fascinating to me that they actually invented the plane and did all the homework in Ohio and transported it to North Carolina because the winds would help.
Yeah, they wanted to get off that big sand dune, kill Devil Hill.
Miami, Ohio, and Ohio State University opening up a campus.
Out of Nottingham, England.
Like his game.
Reach in and knocked away. Always started it. Butler cleans it up, and now Carr shares it. Away we go. Got 21.
And went into that portal. Is he good enough to play here? And can he handle the pressure to play here? And Mark Pope knows that this program's not for everyone. It's not built for everyone because the magnifying glass.
Shubricks, the tier senior out of Grafton, Wisconsin. And another one coming his way.
So this comes back full circle to that.
They are to blame.
Hey, my guy Aiden almost got one down.
He did. Aiden Davis, the freshman on the floor for Wright State. Butler, beautiful spin.
The Butler did it, huh? Did he not? Always on balance. Again, a Final Four national championship point guard experience in year one.
Air ball in the corner, ends up in the Cats' hands, and then a shove and a whistle on Aiden Davis. Here's Garrison from the free throw line. I'll be in Como for Oklahoma and Missouri in renewal of that long time.
Tennessee's win, Georgia's loss, A&M's loss. Yeah, a bunch of them got one. Can't afford two.
A fadeaway, what a shot.
Tommy's a good player, Hugh Brick. We've called his name several times tonight. He was the most efficient offensive player in the Horizon last year. Just good size, can create his own look.
Jim, I think what's really interesting to tie the football conversation back on the basketball side, Almanor is able to finish. One of the reasons everything's so locked up on the football side is they went away from divisions.
Yep.
Right? So you get 16 teams and no divisions. That means you've got the elite and you've got a couple at the bottom, but everybody else is just scratching and clawing to try and move up and down the rankings. Nice reverse for Noah last year.
Tom, it's an old roster, Kentucky, but just not old together. But you wouldn't know it watching them play tonight, the way they move the ball, how they've ran in sync and concert in their transition. They haven't fought practice last night, and he ended practice, Tom, by circling the team up. And he had Lamont Butler go first and say, introduce us to your parents and tell us something important about them. And it's a very thoughtful process from the players talking about their parents, what they've done for them, what they mean to them, what they've learned from them, all those things. And then it's followed up by Kurt Creasy doing this. I believe now the 6 practices that I've watched for Kentucky. He kind of has that teacher mode about him every time. There's my guy again. I'm a big fan. Oh, no.
Perry's grandparents were at the game today. Ran into them at the hotel. Beautiful feed inside and a touch pass. And they share it again, and Bray is able to clean up his 18th point of the night.
I just think that play right there kind of sums up Kentucky tonight. Not afraid to make not the extra pass, but the right pass.
Good challenge, but it ends up on a whistle on Trent Noah, the freshman from Harlan, Kentucky.
You get a guy cutting along the baseline like Garrison had right there. That was the right play and the right.
That was a regular occurrence under John Calipari. All of the. Here's Noah. And a good feed inside. Here's Perry. Nope. All-time leading scorer in Kentucky prep history. And Perry's still looking for his first as a Cat.
More important, he's also a scratch golfer and the high school valedictorian.
That's it? Said he started growing that mustache after his junior year of high school playing for his dad. Said it's not that I couldn't do it, I just didn't want to jinx anything. No jinx tonight for the Cats. A 103-62 victory over Wright State. The Mark Pope era starts off with a dominating victory.